Director at Keep Blount Beautiful. If you're not familiar with Keep Blount Beautiful, we are a community improvement nonprofit located in Blount County, and our focus areas are litter prevention, waste disposal, and beautification. Our mission is to encourage and educate Blount County residents to take action to improve and beautify their community. So the reason behind this webinar is to provide an educational opportunity to you all on the services Blount County and other organizations offer in terms of waste disposal. Recycling and disposing of lots of different kinds of waste is really tricky, but it's also really important. So my goal is to communicate all things recycling and all things waste disposal to eliminate any confusion and make sure that our waste is properly disposed of and our recycling is increased. Please note that the information in this seminar applies to Blount County only, and recycling in other counties may be different. Also know that all of this information in the presentation is on our website for you to reference anytime, and I'll guide you through those resources on our website at the end of the presentation. So with that, I'll go ahead and get started. I have organized this presentation into three main categories: recycling, household hazardous waste, and garbage. We're going to go ahead and start with recycling, specifically what can be recycled. To break it down simply, we can recycle these three items in Blount County: paper and cardboard, metal cans, and rigid plastic containers. Paper and cardboard includes newspaper, mixed paper, which can be office paper, notebook paper, junk mail, paper bags, magazines. It includes paper boards, so any food or item packaging made of paper board, any toilet paper roll, paper towel roll, even the paper egg cartons, and corrugated cardboard, which includes moving boxes and shipping or delivery boxes. A couple notes about paper and cardboard: it cannot be wet or soiled when it's put into the recycling bin, and shredded paper is accepted for recycling, and it does not need to be bagged. Please do not bag it before you put it into the recycling bin. Next is metal cans. So this includes aluminum and steel cans. We will get into where you can take scrap metal later, but in terms of our household recycling centers, cans are the only accepted metal. Cans should be washed out before being placed in the recycling bin. And just a fun fact about aluminum cans, they take 95% less energy to produce when they are made from recycled materials rather than being made from new materials. Aluminum can be recycled over and over again, and it can be made back into the same exact product. So it's really important that we're throwing those aluminum cans in the recycling bin. The next item we can recycle is rigid plastics 1 and 2. So this includes bottles, plastic milk jugs, shampoo, soap bottles, detergent containers. Really any rigid plastic bottle or container is going to be accepted. Unaccepted plastic includes any bag, film, or wrap. So examples would include grocery bags, bread bags, produce bags, plastic wrap, bubble wrap, or Ziploc bags. It's really important that these plastics are not put into the recycling bin because they clog up machines at the recycling facility and cause a lot of problems. It's a good idea to limit the use of these plastics in the first place by avoiding the use of produce bags, replacing Ziploc bags with Tupperware, and using reusable bags at the grocery store, or at least filling your plastic bags up full and maybe reusing them later. Rigid plastic containers and bottles should be washed out as best as you can before putting them into the recycling bin. A common question that we get is whether or not we can recycle plastics 3 through 7. So although there has been in the past and maybe again in the future, there is currently no end market for these plastics, so they cannot be baled and sold. However, rigid plastic that is not a 1 or 2 makes up a small amount of the rigid plastic that's actually put in our recycling bins. And it can be easily removed on the sorting line. So long story short, they're not being recycled right now, but if you accidentally put them in your bin, it doesn't harm the recycling process like the plastic bags, films, and wraps would. So this is a list of items that are not accepted for recycling in Blount County. Please do not put any of these items into your curbside recycling bin or at the recycling center. This includes food waste, any wet or soiled item, plastic utensils and straws, plastic films, bags, and wraps, food wrappers, aluminum foil or pans, waxed cartons, cups, or containers, styrofoam, glass, or any household hazardous waste, yard waste, electronics, or tires. So here are those lists that so you can see them again, what is accepted on the left and what is not accepted on the right. The most confusing thing about recycling is probably that it's not uniform across cities or states or counties. So you might wonder why certain items are not recyclable in Blount County and they are in other areas or vice versa. So in order to accept something for recycling, we need the technology to be able to process the material, and someone must want to buy the processed material. It basically comes down to the fact that every recycling facility has different machinery and resources to recycle different items. In Blount County, our recycling facility is West Rock Recycling in Knoxville, and they are only able to accept the items that we just went over. Anything else would be considered recycling contamination. Just a tip that I like to share is try not to pay so much attention to the fact that there might be a recycling symbol on your product. For instance, a piece of plastic film might have the recycling symbol on it, but it can't be recycled in our area. Sometimes the symbol just means the product was made out of recycled materials, or that it can be recycled in some places, but not others. Or it's just there to indicate what type of plastic it is. And we know that we can't recycle the plastics that are films and bags. Next is where to recycle. And I'm going to start with the City of Alcoa. The City of Alcoa Recycling is managed by City of Alcoa Sanitation and Recycling, located in the City of Alcoa Service Center, and I have their information listed here. The City of Alcoa provides curbside pickup for recycling. Your first cart is provided to you, and additional carts can be purchased for $45. You can visit the residential recycling page at their website for specific information on recycling bins and the schedule for your area. The City of Maryville, recycling in Maryville is managed by City of Maryville Sanitation. There are 2 recycling centers. One is located at 715 Best Street. This is by Sandy Springs Park. And the other one is located on Highway 321 across from Blount Memorial Hospital next to Thompson Brown House. These are both open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And I have their information on the screen here. A couple notes, these recycling centers are available to City of Maryville residents only. Please do not leave recycling after hours. And note that recycling bins are single stream, so you don't need to sort your recycling, and we'll go over more about what that means later. Next is the Blount County Recycling Center. This is an excellent resource in Blount County that opened in December of 2017. The Blount County Recycling Center accepts recycling from the City of Alcoa, City of Maryville, and Blount County residents. Please note that they are open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 8 to 4:30, and they are located at 331 Levi Street in Maryville. This is off of MacArthur Road, and it's next to the Blount County Operations Center. So the Blount County Recycling Center has the following accepted items. They accept newspaper, corrugated cardboard, single stream recycling, which includes rigid plastic containers, metal cans, and paper. They have a household hazardous waste facility. They accept oil-based paint, and they accept 4-foot and 8-foot fluorescent bulbs. Please note that the center does not accept trash. This is for recycling and hazardous waste only. These are just some pictures to show what the center looks like. So these are the 3 main bins that you'll see when you pull in. And we're going to start with the one all the way over on the end. This is the newspaper bin. Moving over to the left is the single stream bin. So this is any rigid plastic container, metal can, and mixed paper. And the next bin is the corrugated cardboard. There is a compactor in this bin, so you don't necessarily need to break down your cardboard boxes. You can actually just throw them in there as is. Moving on to other items for recycling. So Alcoa curbside pickup and the convenience centers are for general household recycling. Again, paper, cardboard, metal cans, and rigid plastic, but there are a few other things that we can recycle. So the first is scrap metal. You can take scrap metal to the Alcoa Maryville Blount County landfill, Blount County Iron and Metal, BCS Computer Recycling in Knoxville, and the UT Office of Sustainability Public Drop-Off. I will discuss this public drop-off in more detail in just a couple slides. And the next item is tires. So you can take tires to the Blount County landfill as well. Please note that you'll need to contact the landfill for specific pricing on specific types of tires. Plastic bags. So in terms of grocery bags, you can take them back to the store and place them in one of their collection bins. These are usually right when you walk in the first set of doors, you'll see them there. And then the UT Office of Sustainability Public Drop-Off takes all plastic bags and film. So this includes bubble wrap, plastic film, plastic trash bags, grocery bags, all those kinds of things. A little more information on the UT Office of Sustainability Public Drop-Off. It is open to anybody who wants to use it. So this is not Knoxville specific, it's not UT specific, it's anybody. They are open 24/7, and they are not affiliated with City of Knoxville, so that's why they can take these other things. This is the list of everything they take. They will take the same household recycling we take in Blount County. Just note that the bins are not single stream, so the recycling needs to be sorted. They also accept plastic films and bags. They take scrap metal, batteries, printer ink, pallets, and electronics, as long as they are not CRT TVs or cracked TVs. So this is a really excellent resource if you ever make it out to Knoxville, if that's easy for you to do. And this is a picture of the center so that you know what it looks like if you decide to go. Moving on to how to recycle. First of all, recycling should be clean and dry, so make sure you're rinsing everything out as best you can. Recycling should be removed from the bag before putting it into a convenience center or curbside bin, so no bagged recycling. Recycling does not need to be sorted in Blount County, it's single stream. And it's important to know what goes in the recycling bin beforehand to prevent recycling contamination. So please ask an attendant for help, utilize any signage or flyers offered by the recycling centers, or call Keep Blount Beautiful and ask any questions you have. Single stream recycling. So this eliminates the need to sort your recycling by material. Materials are mixed together in the collection bin and sorted later at a processing facility. For us, it's West Rock Recycling. All recycling in Blount County is single stream with the exception of the newspaper bin at the Blount County Convenience Center. Recycling contamination. So contamination happens when the wrong item is put in the recycling bin or an item is not properly cleaned or is food soiled. So if a bin is contaminated, it takes a lot of extra time and work to sort the wrong items out at the recycling facility. Food soiled items can get other perfectly clean items dirty. An example would be coffee left in your cup and it spills over out onto some office paper. If a bin is too contaminated, it can result in the whole thing being rejected. So we really want to be careful about what we put in the bin. Plastic bags. Said it once, I'll say it again, worst contaminator of all. They clog machines at the recycling facility. They take a lot of time to sort out. It's really important we don't put these in the recycling bins. It's also really important to avoid something we call wishful recycling. So this is putting something in the recycling bin because it looks like it could be recycled, you wish it could be, you hope it will be, or you just don't know and you're taking a guess. It's better to only recycle what's allowed in Blount County, even if it upsets you. It's just important for the rest of the recycling to be properly recycled. Again, if you have any questions about what can be recycled, you can contact Keep Blount Beautiful, check our website, or ask any attendants on site. Where do our recyclables go? So something a lot of people wonder is where the recycling goes after they put it in the bin. After you dispose of your recycling, whether it's at a convenience center or on your curbside, it is picked up by Waste Connections. Waste Connections is contracted by Alcoa, Maryville, and Blount County. Recycling is then sent to West Rock Recycling in Knoxville to be sorted, cleaned, and processed. Once the materials are baled, they are sold to regional manufacturers who recycle them into new products. The recycling that is processed at West Rock is currently being sold to the following companies. Paper and cardboard actually stays at West Rock to be made into boxes. Steel is sent to Gerdau Arma Steel in Knoxville. Aluminum is sent to Arconic in Alcoa. And plastic goes to Mohawk Flooring in northern Georgia. So now that we've covered recycling in Blount County, we're going to go over another important type of solid waste, and that is household hazardous waste. Household hazardous waste is any leftover or unused household product that is flammable, corrosive, reactive, or toxic. Household hazardous waste should be properly disposed of so it does not contaminate our environment. So first, we're going to go over household hazardous waste that is accepted at the Blount County Recycling Center. The household hazardous waste facility at the recycling center has been open since 2018, and it replaced the annual collection event provided by TDEC that was often at the courthouse. So now we have somewhere to go year-round. Accepted household hazardous waste at the Blount County Convenience Center includes automotive and marine products, including the ones listed here. So oil, gas, antifreeze, things like that. They'll accept home, lawn, and garden products. So pesticides, fertilizers, wood preservatives. They'll also accept home maintenance and home improvement products. Strippers and thinners, adhesives, wallpaper remover, anything on that list. Other items that are accepted at the hazardous waste facility includes household cleaning products, pool chemicals, photo processing chemicals, aerosols, compressed gas, mercury thermostats and thermometers, needles and sharps. Please make sure those are in a puncture-proof container. Fluorescent tubes, as long as they are 4-foot and 8-foot tubes, and oil-based paint and spray paint, as long as they're not empty containers. Unaccepted household hazardous waste includes anything medical, biological, explosives and ammunition, radioactives, and other items including electronics, any empty container. And the important word here is household hazardous waste. So no waste from businesses or institutions will be accepted. A common question that we get is about the disposal of paint. So latex or water-based paint should be dried out and thrown away in your normal trash can. It is not hazardous. But oil-based paint is hazardous and it cannot be dried out. So the Blount County Recycling Center will take oil-based paint. And here is a picture of the hazardous waste facility at the Blount County Recycling Center. Please do not leave anything outside of this facility. Please contact an attendant before you leave anything. So moving on to other disposal options for household hazardous waste. So this is for hazardous waste that is not accepted at the Blount County Recycling Center's facility. There's going to be a lot of contact information on these slides, but please just know all this information is on our website to be referenced at any time. Starting with electronics, you can take electronics, computers only, to the Blount County landfill. The City of Alcoa Service Center has an electronic drop-off. It is for City of Alcoa residents only. BCS Computer Recycling in Knoxville. will accept electronics as well as scrap metal. Best Buy in Knoxville, and please note that there are fees for certain items at Best Buy, so make sure to check their website or call them before bringing something. And then the UT Office of Sustainability Public Drop-Off will take electronics. Again, note that they will not take CRT TVs or cracked TVs. And also please note that the City of Alcoa Service Center will not take TVs as well. Appliances can go to the Blount County landfill or the Blount County Iron and Metal. Each of these places should be contacted for any pricing information. I do suggest that if you have a working appliance, donate it. The Habitat for Humanity Restore accepts used appliances, housewares, building materials. Even if you have cans of paint, instead of taking them to the hazardous waste center or drying them out, it might be a good idea to take them to the Restore. Batteries. Batteries plus bulbs is located in Hamilton Crossing and will take a variety of batteries that are listed there. Blount County Iron and Metal will take lead acid, nickel, cadmium, and lithium ion batteries. And the UT Office of Sustainability Public Drop-Off will take all the batteries listed there. Batteries can also be taken to Lowe's and Home Depot. So Lowe's will take household batteries and lithium ion, and the Home Depot will take lithium ion. So these lists are straight from each business's or organization's website. They're up to date, but please contact each business for pricing information. Moving on to light bulbs. Batteries plus bulbs, again, they will accept a large variety of light bulbs for recycling. The Blount County Recycling Center will take 4-foot and 8-foot fluorescent tubes. Lowe's Home Improvement will take compact fluorescent bulbs, fluorescent tubes, and LED lights. And the Home Depot will take compact fluorescent bulbs and LED lights. These lists, again, are straight from each business's or organization's website and are up to date, but please contact each business regarding pricing information. 4-foot and 8-foot tubes taken to the Blount County Recycling Center can be disposed of for free. Used oil. You can take used oil to the Blount County Recycling Center. It'll be taken at the hazardous waste facility, as well as the City of Alcoa Service Center. This is, again, City of Alcoa residents only, and it's open 24 hours. This waste oil tank is intended for do-it-yourself mechanics and is located at the corner of Edison Street and Springbrook Road. Also, auto parts retailers will take used oil, such as AutoZone, O'Reilly, Tractor Supply, places like that. Medications and drugs can be taken to the Blount County Justice Center. There is a 24-hour, no questions asked drop box. Printer ink can be taken to Office Depot. And propane tanks can be brought to the Blount County landfill. I just want to talk about the City of Alcoa Service Center for a minute because it's a great resource for Alcoa residents. Here is their contact information so you can see it again. In terms of recycling, they are going to take desktop and laptop computers, cable, wires, and switches, modems, controllers, CD-ROMs, printed circuit boards, medical equipment, TV equipment, but they will not take televisions and they will not take microwaves. And there is the waste oil tank available 24/7 on the corner of Edison Street and Springbrook Road for do-it-yourself mechanics. So that concludes the household hazardous waste disposal in Blount County. All of this information, again, can be found on our website under the resources tab. And then there's a household hazardous waste page that has all this information. Next, we're going to talk about garbage. The City of Alcoa is where we'll start. Trash in Alcoa is managed by City of Alcoa Sanitation and Recycling. They offer curbside trash pickup along with curbside recycling. Brush and bulky waste pickup is included. You can visit the Sanitation and Recycling Service page at their website for specific information on your bin and the schedule for your area. Your first cart is provided to you for free, and additional carts can be purchased for $45. The City of Maryville trash pickup is managed by City of Maryville Sanitation. So they offer curbside trash pickup. There is a one-time $70 fee for bin maintenance. Brushy and bulky waste pickup is included. And you can visit the Department of Sanitation page at their website for specific information on your bin and the schedule for your area. So Blount County does not provide curbside trash pickup, but there are many private trash companies that service Blount County. So it's really up to you and your household which one of these you choose. The list you see here are some good options. The companies with the stars by their names offer recycling services as well, so definitely ask about that when you call. If you choose not to have curbside pickup, the landfill has a trash convenience bin that you can take the trash to yourself. The minimum tipping fee is 500 pounds or less and costs $13. Demolition waste can also be taken to the landfill for $52 a ton. Demolition waste is not household garbage, but rather it's building waste that often comes from construction or remodeling, things like that. The Alcoa, Maryville, Blount County landfill. So all trash in Alcoa, Maryville, and Blount County goes to the Blount County landfill. Trash from other counties and cities do not. Your trash service picks up your curbside bin and brings it to the landfill where it's buried. Other items that are accepted at the landfill, again, computers, appliances, brush and wood pallets, propane tanks, scrap metal, tires, and any household garbage or demolition waste. If you are bringing an item to the landfill, you will enter at the scale house to be weighed, and you can let them know there what you have to drop off if you don't know where to go. For information on items accepted at the landfill, including pricing, please call the scale house at the number on the screen here. So this is a picture of the scale house. This is what it'll look like when you pull into the landfill. And then I've just got another picture of an open cell at the landfill in case nobody has seen it or doesn't know what it looks like. This is where your garbage ends up going. So lastly, Keep Blount Beautiful programs and resources. I wanted to mention some programs that Keep Blount Beautiful offers in terms of collecting non-traditional items for reuse or recycling in case they are helpful to you. So Keep Blount Beautiful has partnered with TerraCycle to offer some recycling programs. The first is the Brita Recycling Program. Collection items include Brita filters, packaging, bottles, and dispensers. This program is brand specific, so brands other than Brita will not be accepted. And the other one is Colgate Oral Care Recycling Program. Collection items include any brand of empty oral care products, including toothpaste tubes, floss containers, and toothbrushes. So these items, you can bring them to our office, and we have a collection bin outside of our door. Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6, that bin will be available for you to put your items in it. Keep Blount Beautiful recycling collections. We host 2 drive-through collection days a year and collect items for reuse or recycling. We partner with eCycle of Knoxville, Shred It, Goodwill, My Frugal Home, and the Maryville Lions Club on this event. So items that are collected include electronics, secure documents, clothes, housewares, eyeglasses, craft supplies, candles, reusable bags, and just so many other items. Earth Day recycling is hosted in April, and America Recycles Day is typically hosted in November. Another program that we have is Blount Event Recycling. Keep Blount Beautiful has 2 trailers stocked with clear streams and bags for residents to collect recycling at their private event. They're also available for businesses and municipalities to use at community events. For more information on the recycling trailers and to rent one of them out, you can contact our office. Lastly, I want to go through the online resources. So everything I just talked about is on our website, and I'll just kind of guide you through where to see that information. First, how and where to recycle. So this is under the resources tab here. This details everything that is accepted in Blount County, everything that is not accepted, and then where to recycle depending on where you live. It also has a list of other items for recycling and some recycling FAQ down here at the bottom. The next page is household hazardous waste. So this details what's accepted at the Blount County Recycling Center, and then a list of other disposal options for household hazardous waste. And lastly, trash services. So depending if you live in the city of Alcoa, Maryville, or Blount County, these are links and important information about your trash pickup. So I wanted to go over some of the questions that were answered in the live webinar because they were very important. So the first question was, can I recycle pizza boxes? So the answer is yes. Usually in the past, we could not recycle the greasy parts of pizza boxes. So it was advised that you throw them away. However, the current demand for cardboard is very high, mainly due to the influx of online shopping. So it's worth it to go through the extra process to clean them at the recycling facility. So please throw all of your pizza boxes into the recycling bin. Another question was, can I recycle frozen juice containers? These are those cylinders you get in the frozen food aisle that have juice concentrate. The answer is yes. So as long as they are clean, you can recycle the juice containers, but most likely only either the metal or the paper will be recycled, not both. So if you are able to separate them, that would be best. Do not put them in the recycling bin if the paper is soiled or if it has that wax coating on it that you often find on cartons. Otherwise, it's okay to recycle. Another question was, when will glass recycling be available in Blount County? So exciting news is that glass recycling in Blount County is well underway. The site is prepped and the plant is on order. An announcement should be made in the next in the coming weeks or months regarding a soft opening. So just be on the lookout for that announcement. So just to reiterate the questions on 1 through 7 plastics, like I said earlier, only plastics numbers 1 and 2 are being recycled because currently there's only a market for those plastics. However, placing rigid plastics 3 through 7 in your bin, as long as it's not a plastic film, will not harm the recycling process. It's okay if you accidentally put them in there. If you don't take the time to figure out if it's 1 or 2, it's definitely okay. It's not going to harm anything. Can I put shredded paper in my recycling bin? Yes, definitely. So in your curbside bin and at the recycling centers, you can put in shredded paper for recycling. Please make sure it's not bagged up. You can just throw it in there loosely. Next question, do I need to remove plastic wrapping around water bottles? Another question was removing the plastic bottle caps of water bottles. No, you do not need to remove any of that. So the plastic wrap on a water bottle or any stickers or anything like that, it's okay to leave them on there. It's okay to leave the caps on bottles too. And lastly, can I recycle milk cartons? So milk cartons also includes orange juice cartons, half and half, boxed soup, certain takeout containers. So these have a wax coating on them called polyethylene that cannot be recycled. So make sure that you're not putting those items in the bin. Thank you so much for watching this webinar to learn more about waste disposal in Blount County. If you ever have any questions about recycling or household hazardous waste disposal, please don't hesitate to contact Keep Blount Beautiful via phone or email. Our information is on the screen, or by checking the resources tab on our website.